Hi, it's Judy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to try out this new look today. This is my quick, normally 10-minute makeup look. Took me a little bit longer than that, but if you like this look and you would like to be able to recreate it, then please just keep watching, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye. So Younique have just announced to us that they're about to release a new foundation. It's a loose version of their Touch Mineral Powder foundation. And before that arrives, I thought I would see what else was available out there on the market. And I happened to be in TKMaxx yesterday and they had a fantastic deal. Don't know if your local team at TKMaxx will have it, but they had this little kit from Bellapierre, who are a European brand, European high-end brand. And the kit has in it their makeup base, their foundation, a blusher, and a Kabuki brush. And according to TKMaxx, that retails normally for £50. However, online I did manage to find it for £34.99, and at TKMaxx I paid £14.99. Now, if you live in the local Reading area, that's the TKMaxx in the Broad Street Mall, and they had one pack left and it was in fair. So if you're interested in that, then that's the place to go. Right. So I've moisturized and I've put on my Smashbox primer water. And now I'm just going to go in with the makeup base. So this feels like the Splurge. But it goes a lot sheerer than that. So I'm just going to, it says, place in the places where you want extra coverage. The box comes with some very handy instructions. So I'm just going to use it. It was a little easier to use yesterday because it was a bit warmer. Things have cooled down a bit. But I kind of get the impression it's a bit like a primer. It's not so much of a concealer. It does have some pigment in it, but not a huge amount, and that does shear out as soon as you put it on the skin. It feels quite stiff, so it does feel as though it's going to make everything grip a little better. And it does seem to fill in pores a little bit. Right, so that seems to have mattified things down a little bit. Done a bit of pore filling, but you know, there are some craters in there that are the size of the Grand Canyon, so I can't expect miracles from it. So then the foundation comes in what it seems to be a seemingly little pot, and it doesn't say how much is in here. But I've got the shade MF002 in Ivory. It says on the container, it's a very powdery container, powdery product. Tap a little bit into the lid, and then you take the Kabuki brush, and let's get it somewhere where you can see it. And you swirl the Kabuki brush around into the lid. Now, when I've watched other brands and their tutorials for loose powder foundation, you really work the Kabuki brush into the foundation so that it goes into all of the hairs on the brush. And then you take it, let's see how this works out. Which side am I going to do? You can probably see this side better. And you polish it into the skin. And that one little tap is supposed to cover a fair amount. So let's just do a comparison of my left side. So that's the left side versus no foundation. Pretty good. Let's just put a little bit more in there. The only problem with powder foundation is that if you get dressed in the morning wearing black, you end up with little specks of it all over you before you've even got your makeup on. So again, Kabuki brush into the lid, really swirl it round. Okay, and here we go. We're going to buff that into the face now. I think I need just a little bit more down at the chin. You can see I'm only putting a tiny amount in there in each tab. My apologies if there are noises out the front. That's the workmen digging up the road to put in our new broadband service. Can't wait. Okay, I'm quite impressed with that. What do you think? The idea of loose powder foundations is that they're supposed to be more forgiving for wrinklier skin. So, I don't have wrinkly skin, I just need a facelift. I'm not getting a facelift. Okay, so then the kit also comes with a blusher. So I thought what I would do is I would do what I refer to as a minimal quick face for the day. So we're just going to take some of this blusher and tap it into the lid. And then I'm going to take that Kabuki brush, the same Kabuki brush again, and work that into the mineral. Get a nice dusting. I'm quite impressed because it's not falling all over my laptop. So in this case, we're going to tap off a bit of the excess because we don't want it to be too much. And here we go. Ooh, that's quite nice. Okay, and that will be my blusher for the day. Done. I like that. Okay, so then we need some brows because I'm not going anywhere without brows. So I'm going to take a dip brow pomade and just quickly do my eyebrows. But you could use any brow product that you happen to have to hand. And I'm not being too careful or too precise about this because I'm going for a minimal natural look today. Okay. Now I'm going to do just a little bit of, this is a little secret that I learnt a while ago from an Australian company called Thin Lizzy. They produce this very grey looking, they call it a bronzer, but it's got a deeper tone than that, and they suggest that it can be used for a multitude of purposes, including your lipstick. I'm not going to take it to the extreme. Now, I like to have a little bit of shadow and contour because otherwise my face feels a little bit flat. So we'll just go in and put some of that where you would expect contour to go. A little bit up in the temples to just send that, provide a bit of shade up there, the shadows at the top here. And then just taking that same brush, I'm going to swirl it around in the product and then just pop it onto my eyelids very dustily. Sometimes I use this as a transition colour. And I find that sometimes on a busy day, this also just works really well as a quick eyeshadow. Or at least a quick base for the eyeshadow. Now again, I don't have any eyeliner up here, so I'm just going to take a very thin angle brush and I'm going to take it into a quite dark shadow. Let's see, we'll go for, I think we'll go for this one here. And I'm just going to line my lower lashes and my upper lashes. And that's more because my eyelashes themselves are quite sparse, rather than that I want to have some shadow on my lid. So this makes my mascara look more effective. Smudge that out a bit. And then I'm going to take mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Fuse Volume Lashes Mascara. And if I was feeling particularly organised, I would have remembered that I was going to try and curl my lashes, but I'm not feeling that organised. Actually, let's try an experiment since I've got my eyelash curler here. That's one lash not curled. Let's try curling the other lash and see if it makes any difference whatsoever, because I have to say, I'm not sure I can see it. And are you shocked that my eyelash curler is purple? So can you see any difference between those two? I'm not sure I can. Tell me if you can see a difference, and if you can see a difference, then I'll curl my lashes more often than I do. I just want a fairly neutral lipstick on to get me through the day, so I'm going to go for my Max Factor. I think it's the Lipfinity. Is there anything else I'm going to do to that? No, that's what I'm going to do. So I just set it with a bit of setting spray. I'm actually using the toner spray from Smashbox again, because it's what happens to be here up on my bench. So I hope you enjoyed this. If there's anything in particular that you would like to see, then please send me a message and I'll be more than happy to accommodate it. If there's any particular product from Younique that you feel is not getting enough airtime out there and you think it would be useful for someone to do a review on it, please let me know what that product is. I'll buy it, I'll try it out, and I'll let you know what I think. As always, I will be honest and above board and give you my unbiased opinion. So thanks very much for taking the time to watch. Please hit subscribe down below. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and please share it amongst your friends. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.